Dragon Luahn, Pirate Queen Riviera, Super Charge Genius Rosetta. You don't need these units, but they do have value. And are they even good? Should you summon these units? That's exactly what we're here to find out. Before we move on, the Majestic Banner. If you don't have Star God Lisa, you should do at least one summon. Test your luck. If you've been keeping up with me, you should know that I absolutely hate Star God Lisa's animation speed. But that doesn't take away the fact that she's that good. If an animation were a bit faster, I'll definitely put her in triple S tier. She's kind of underrated. And a matter of fact, she's really good in hard content, which I had to learn the hard way. But you do you. I'm not gonna lie, these three units for sure are strong, and they have their uses. Reaching their full potential, these units actually excel. Hear me out. Dragon Authority Luahn, Main Story Chapter 30. For this banner, we have another chance to get Aristella Orbis. If you don't have her already, she's a good demon breaker that will be good in your inventory. Luahn, though, is still a unit I would want. At this time, I'm not sure if he's a must-have unit, but check this out. Luahn is going to be a really strong unit, not on his own, but with the team. Here's why. His passive. He increases all allies crit damage by 50%. Not a lot of units have this on their kit, and this is a W. If you set him as a leader, he increases the team's equipment CT speed by 50% for the first 100 seconds of the quest. I wonder how he will do with Star God Lisa and Emperor together. Most likely their equipment CT speed should stack. Luahn also increases his arts by 100 at the start of the quest, but he still needs a dedicated art generator. Luahn's slot isn't impressive at first glance, but it's decent. His skill provides dark allies with 3 arts for 5 seconds, so he kinda wants to be a mono dark team, but in most cases, he won't need that. His art is kinda weird, having a 10-second duration, which he reduces enemies' physical resistance by 30%. Luahn's true weapon is perfect to pair with this art, reducing enemies' physical resistance by 30% and has a low CT speed of 20 seconds. Together with its arts, that's 60% physical resistance. Now, some of you don't understand the power of stats increase. It doesn't just heal, it buffs your team too, which Luahn's true art increases physical damage by 100% and increases stats by 30%. Now you know. Now for his super art animation, it's raw as heck, especially when the dragon comes out. Luahn increases his super crit rate by 50% and all allies crit rate by 100%. I don't know why they keep putting crit rate on super arts, but every time they do, it's always strong. For Luahn, it's going to be a bit difficult to reach 300 arts, but when you do, well, just look at Kenshin. The real beauty is having different races on the team, allowing crit rate from his super art to last 1 full minute. Even with 3 unique races, that's 45 seconds, which is still a good duration for these buffs. In my opinion, he's going to be a beast on Mono Dark team, and with unique races. In most cases, these are going to be the main units being used with Luahn, and will be a beast of a team focusing on Mono Dark. Luahn, Momon, Saito, and Frieren. Shadow or physical dark demons can also be substituted as well. Even though Frieren is the light unit, she's a unique race and provides Artgen, so she's going to be beneficial to Luahn. Or you can use Hoka instead of Frieren. Luahn kind of works backwards. I mean, for his rotation. He wants to super art, true art, and super art again, if he has the Artgen to do so, maximizing his damage potential. But you do have multiple choices. Pop his true art, true weapon, then super art. Or pop his art, true weapon, and super art. Luahn's real damage will come after he uses super art. Remember this. What's up YouTube, I'm Master Rich. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I make content for our Grand Summoners community. And returning viewers, I just want to let you know that I appreciate all your support. This channel is dedicated to you all. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's just a simple click that can help the channel. Pirate Queen Riviera is a good nuking unit, but she needs to stay healthy. Actually, the team needs to stay healthy, above 90% HP. Meeting these conditions, Rivera increases her own damage by 400% with her super art. To be honest, it won't be difficult. Take a look at her passive. When she's near death, she recovers all allies' HP by 100% and gains a damage barrier that negates 5,000 damage for 20 seconds. This allows Rivera to unleash 2 max damage within the fight. What caught my eye the most, and the reason I summoned for her 10 times, is her skill alone. She increases all allies' arts by 8 for 3 seconds. This skill can be useful, and having her in the party for this skill alone is good enough. Her true art is decent, providing defense ignore and fire resistance by 100%, and her art increases equipment CT and her own attack by 50%. Her slots match her, but it isn't the best. If you get this chick, you'll want her true weapon. It increases her fire damage by 80%, gains 3 arts per second, and magic resistance by 5%. Rivera wants to be with fire compositions, but you don't have to. She can be used with any team compositions. For her rotation, she wants to use her true art, and then super art. Rivera is a unit that wants to have a taunt tank in the party, preferably Kurasame. In this case, she'll be good in hard content. If not, she's going to have some issues. So she's better in easy and mid content. Is she worth summoning? Well, I did try 10 times, but she's not a must-have unit. And I can say she's a great unit overall. Let me know in the comments what you think about this unit, especially if you have her. Now, Super Charge Genius Rosetta is also a good unit, but I feel like the timing is off. This unit should have been released a long time ago when she was relevant. Now, she's power crept, but Rosetta can still be useful because of her super art. You can pair her with dark units, but she wants to be with dark demon units, which she can increase their damage by 300%. If not, it's 150% for dark units and 150% for demon units. I didn't realize her passive was that good though. If she's not in any status condition, the team's heal equipment CT, heal equipment, and heal amount is increased by 60%, increasing survivability. Her true art provides the team with 4 arts per second and reduces enemies' magic resistance by 90%. 4 arts is low, and you can tell during the battle. Her arts increase stats by 30% and she gains 40 arts from her skill, which is not too bad. Her slots pretty much tells me, hey, I want to give you arching and keep you alive. Overall, Rosetta is a good unit. It's just that Star Swordswoman Rosetta is better. Now her true weapon provides her with 100 arts at the start of the quest, so you kinda want it. By the way, it increases allies' arts by 3 for 10 seconds, and increases demon stats by 15%. Sure, whatever. To sum it up, Rivera and Rosetta are good units. They should have been released a long time ago. If you have these units, they're still useful. Don't just take my word for it. But Luahn is a different story. If you haven't guessed already, you shouldn't go too hard for these units, unless you absolutely like and want these units. Although they're still good units, they aren't must-have units. I think Luahn's going to be better once he's actually released, because his kick can help the team hit so much harder. Pair it with Demon Lord Samurai Rimuru's art, well, you get the point, but his downfall? Art Gen. We have roughly a week before Freerun's crossover is completed, so check out this video if you haven't already. I cover what you absolutely need from this crossover, or you'll miss out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Stay grinding. Aim for that W. And you know what they call me?